Yo! What's up, y'all? What the fuck is that person doing? You don't know how to drive. Okay. Alright, so today I'm on my way to drive to the gym. And I'd like to talk about something relating to attraction. Because I notice it almost every day at the gym. Like, I don't want to sound weird, but I can tell when people are attracted to other people. And I sort of can read the energy and see, like, okay, I can see why that person would be attracted to that person, and it all makes sense. But what really doesn't make sense is the complete disconnect between social media culture and the actuality that is the dating marketplace right now. Because a lot of people just assume, oh yeah, bad boys get all the girls, and the worse you treat women, the more you get. Right? I don't think that's entirely true, for the most part, because there are a lot of attractive guys with shit personalities that also are not getting the ladies. And then there are a lot of guys that have great personalities, but they're not bad boys, they don't get the ladies. And then there are guys that just don't talk to girls and they don't get the ladies. So, like, how does a man, if they want to get women, actually go about attracting a woman? Like, do you have to go chase her? Do you have to court her? Do you have to do all of these things? I don't think so. I really don't. And I think we need to change the dating culture to service men and our passions and purpose, because that's going to lead to more fulfilling relationships. And before any ladies, which most of the women that watch my stuff are older, so they're more understanding at least, They haven't been programmed as hard as the younger girls these days, right? I don't want to be one of those channels that blames women for everything, because there's no point to doing that. It's not going to fix the problem. And not to mention, guys, let's be real. If we were women, we would be doing the same fucking thing. They've been telling them, they've been programming them. Just look at Hollywood, look at social media, look at the fucking Kardashians. They've been programming women to act like this for years. To not be loyal, to not be trustworthy, and to be difficult, to be absolutely impossible to understand as to how to attract them and how to keep them. But there's one thing consistently throughout time that has attracted women, and it's value. It's always been value. People want things that are valuable. It's the only reason that people want Lamborghinis, okay? Or a nice other car, or a yacht, or to fly in first class. Right? It's value. It's perceived value. It costs more, therefore it must be better. Oh, it looks shinier and newer. It has better paint, so therefore it must be better. How does this apply to men? Because I don't just want to say attraction in the sense of like, oh, that guy's attractive. He has pretty eyes and he has a nice body. No. What else does that man value? What do you value? That's what I'm getting at. The more values you have as a man, the more time you spend on your values, the higher your perceived value will be. Okay? Because there are a lot of guys out there that, I mean, sure, they'll just go through the motions. They'll go to work. They make money. They might make really great money. They'll go to the gym just because that's what they're told to do. And then otherwise, they don't really have any hobbies or interests. And the time they do spend is robotic. There's no soul attached to it. They don't actually value their time, because if they valued their time, they wouldn't be treating it in such a robotic manner. And, you know, I can say this because I did it for years, bro. And I've said this in prior videos. I used to wake up, I would just, you know, do the typical morning routine. I would shower, I would drive into work. I'd probably either ruminate about some other bullshit that happened the day before or months before, or relationships, whatever it was, right? Torture myself, show up to the office, crank out 10 to 12 hour day, go to the gym and go home, and just rinse and repeat. And there was no soul involved. I knew I didn't want to be at that job in the future. And when I was in this period of time, I had money. I was looking good. I'd say on a scale, because I'm pretty harsh, so I'd give myself like maybe like a 5.5 to 6 at the time. So like across the scale, I could pull a girl that's like a 6, maybe a 7 if my game's on point. And I wasn't. And I noticed it's because the girls just could pick up on my fucking energy, dude. Guys need to become very conscious of their energy and how they spend their time. Their time and their value and their energy is what makes them attractive. And it's the combination of your own thought processes when it goes into these things that creates the value. What do I mean by that? So if you go through your life, let's say you want to be a pastry chef, and that's your purpose, that's your passion, and you go to work, and the time that you spend at the work, at that job, there's somebody else working there that's working the same amount of hours, but they're just coming in for a paycheck. It's not actually their passion in life to do the pastry chef baking like it is for you. So they just come in, right? There's no soul there. They're more robotic, like I was talking about earlier. Whereas for you, the time you spend is value built because it is your passion, it is your future. So every single minute you spend on it, you know you're getting better. Because and this is how it applies. Guys, if you find your passion, the more time you spend on it, the better you get. The better you get, the more money you earn, right? And money is just, it's the same as energy. Higher energy goes to those that provide higher value. Higher value comes to those that put more time into something that they perceive as being of value. If you are a pastry chef baker, then time spent baking and decorating pastries is time spent building value. If you want to attract women, then you need to be somebody that can say no. And when I say no, I don't mean you're that guy that's like a hermit entirely. I don't want you guys to be like me because I'm kind of a hermit. I enjoy my hermitude, right? I'm not saying say no to be a dick. Don't say no because you're trying to save money. Say no because you value your time. You understand that, hey, you know what? I can't actually go out on that date. I can't do exactly what you told me to do. I understand that you want to go out to that fancy restaurant, but bitch, I gotta decorate cakes. Like, this is my passion, this is my purpose, and I'll see you on this day or I'll see you on this day. Otherwise, I'm working. Like, this is my shop, this is my passion. If you want to come in, you can. You can come bake with me. Maybe we'll take some cute photos. I'll put an apron on you, and then I'll blow that back out while they're baking in the oven. But otherwise, fuck out of here. No, I'm not bending over backwards for what you want. And the truth of the matter is, some women might get pissed off at me saying that. They're like, oh my God, that's so terrible. You're saying women are, we shouldn't pay attention to them, and the time is meaningless that you spend on them. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying it's more important the time that you spend on yourself. If you want a higher caliber woman, what are you doing trying to chase them? You have to attract them. You have to attract the type of woman that wants to fit into your purposeful-filled life. Otherwise, what the fuck are you doing? I want you to mind game it. I want you to mind game that out for a second. Let's say you don't have a purpose. Let's say you're doing the 9 to 5 like I was for years and years. You know what? Let's just talk about me. So all those relationships, I'm not married, I'm currently single. All those relationships, how did they shake and bake out for me? Well, let me tell you a little secret, guys. It usually lasted anywhere between like 3 to 6 months. Almost every single one. And I think there's a key reason for that. It's usually after the 3 months that the oxytocin sort of wears down a little bit. So if you got a girl in a relationship because you just dick her down really well, yeah, you can get away with it for a couple months. But then the fighting is going to start, okay? Then it's not going to be all roses and champagne all the time. And then she's going to start coming after you a little bit because you're not on your purpose. You're not on your grind. At the end of the day, you cannot blame a woman for wanting a guy that is on his shit. And you cannot blame a woman for wanting a guy that is a winner and successful. And what is success? Well, to everyone it's different. But the man himself has to decide what that success is. And the success is going to be from wherever the value comes from. And the value is going to come from where you put your time. So guys, here is the message. Hear it fucking loud and clear. If you are already in a spot in your life where you're chasing your purpose, you are on your grind, and you maybe have a little extra time here and there. Like, you can do things, right? You know what you want out of your future. You're building it up. You're building your life. You're building your bank account. You're building your friend group. You're building everything. And let's say you have some extra time. And let's say you want to invite a woman in. Let's say you've already created this amazing fucking sundae of ice cream. And now you want to bring in that cherry. A lot of these women think that they are the sundae. No, you are not the sundae. You are the cherry on top, sweetheart. You're coming into my frame and you're going to have a great fucking time because of what I've built. But don't for a second think that you did any of it. And don't for a second think that you telling me how to act is going to make it better. Because it's not. I was the one who built it. This is what men need to start thinking of. Stop trying to be so overly nice and overly, anti-offensive to women, being like, oh my God, yes, I'll take you on a date whenever you want. Oh yeah, I'll do this and this and this. Oh, I was thinking we can go. Oh, but that's okay. If you want to go to the city, we can go to the city. Oh, we're going to be out till 4 a.m. Yeah, but I have to be in here at 6. I have a job. Fuck that. Stop listening to them. Tell them what is going to be allowed. And the women of value, the women that are deserving of titles of being a wife, the mothers out there, will love you for it. Trust me on this one. You will attract mommies. You will attract wifey energy. Do you want to know why? It's because the wife at the end of the day understands that she's going to have your kids and she needs you to provide. Okay? Because you never know what could happen. Maybe something happens in the pregnancy and the mom dies. Okay? That is a very real thing that might go through some women's heads, in their thoughts. So that being said, the man should be able to provide. And she wants to see a man that is focused on his passion, on his purpose, on his self, on his own time. He values himself. That's what they want. They want a Hercules. They want a fucking King Leonidas. They want the Marcus Aurelius. They want the guy that has that fucking Emperor King William Wallace. I'm going to show you my cock and balls and then chop you in half, you disgusting, dirty fucking Brits with your pinkies out. That's what they want. They want a man that will stand by his ideals and fight for them to the death. And say no when it's necessary. It's not that we don't love you, ladies. It's because we are looking to build something amazing and have you along for the ride for the long haul. There are so many divorces, and the reason there are so many divorces is because society is falling to pieces. And I don't want to say it's all women that are causing these divorces, because a large part of it is men are getting too weak. They get comfortable. They start caving in too much to what the woman wants, and then she starts losing attraction. They stop having sex as much, okay? That's what's happening. And it's because men are losing their way. They're losing their purpose. They're losing their passion. They're losing their drive. They're losing their energy. It's being siphoned off from them, and they're becoming apathetic towards life itself. It's sick. It's sad. So guys, do something for yourself today. And while you do that thing for yourself, I want you to tell yourself that you're building up your future value. Every day you partake in a habit that you know is good for you, I want you to tell yourself that. I want you to tell yourself that you're building up your future, that you're building towards something amazing. And yeah, you might be single right now. That doesn't make you any less of a man. Guys, you just have to realize that wifey's already here. Tell yourself, you're already married. You already found the love of your life, and then just keep trucking on, okay? Amazon's running a little bit slow. I don't know if you guys noticed all these geomagnetic storms and all that type of shit, okay? Amazon's running a little bit slow. Wifey's got to take a little bit more time, but she's on the fucking way. All right, guys, focus on you. Keep doing you. Follow your dreams. Follow your passion. Whatever it is in life that you think you can have it. If you can see it, you can achieve it, all right? Start chasing your fucking dreams. Write in the comments, guys, if there's any other topics about women or something in general. I love talking about this stuff, but at the same time, I have to be a little bit careful because, given my personality, I might go a little fire mode. But it is what it is. Have a wonderful day. Love you guys. Get outside. It is glorious.